Guys, I feel like a real vlogger with this whole tripod. I think I want to go to the beach because it will be a cute little calm vibe. But we'll see. Oh, this is kind of like a cute area. There's cute palm trees, seating. Have my journal. I actually like to take this little shortcut instead of walking down the whole pier thing. I have a cute spot right here for us. So earlier today I was reading on the beach and I'm reading this book called The Productive Muslim. And basically he says something along the lines of you can't just have sabr or have tawakkul, which is having patience or having trust in God. Like that can't be the answer to your problems. And this ties into what we were talking earlier about your environment and making a change, making a difference. Your core beliefs, they're not just going to change by continuing the way that you're going. Your brain wiring, it's not going to change unless you make the change. And using the tools that you have already, it's great that they've been working, but using the same tools is not going to give you a different outcome or a different result. So I really liked that he said this, because we often say during hard times maybe to just be patient, to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but what does that really entail? And just saying that, it's not productive. It's not getting you anywhere. So unless you want to become a product of your environment, you have to change your environment, or you have to change what's within yourself so that you don't become what's around you. And it's very healing to pave a path for yourself, a new one, a new internal world. If you're not able to change your external world, then you need to start within, change your internal world, and then the rest will kind of just fall into place. And so you can't just have a dream, have patience, have trust in God, and expect everything around you to become what you want it to become. You can't just sit around waiting for your dream to come true. You have to be productive. You have to put in the work. You have to change. You have to be uncomfortable. And in our society, in this dunya, in this world, everybody is just on this path. At least in the West, we're on this path where it's just seeking validation from society and from the world. But that is just the comfortable path. It's the comfortable path, and you have to feel uncomfortable in the rooms you're in right now if you want to have the capacity to enter greater rooms if you want better opportunities to flow to you. What I've been working on lately and I've realized is I'm okay with being misunderstood. I'm okay with being alienated and being the boring one, if that means I'm sticking to my values and if that means that I'm making choices that are going to better my future instead of the current moment and my comfort zone. But basically, an reoccurring theme in my journal that I've been writing about is the feeling of being misunderstood, of feeling like nobody knows me truly. And not only does that lead to imposter syndrome, it also just makes me feel a little bit lonely, a little bit unaccepted. But at the same time, I feel really good because I know I'm making the right decision, the decision that's going to please God, that's going to better my future. So it's like there's those contrasting feelings again. And while it is slightly uncomfortable sometimes to be, for example, the only visible Muslim in a room, to be the only one covered up in a room of people who are not covered modestly, to be the only one who doesn't drink or smoke, it can be hard. It's not hard, actually. It's just an awkward feeling because you're the odd one out. But I'm really happy to be the odd one out. You know, I'm okay with being different. That sounds so like cliche, but I'm okay with being different. And I feel like the more steps I take, feeling this awkwardness, feeling alienated, feeling like the boring one, or feeling like I'm doing too much in some scenarios, the more I make those steps, the more I feel I'm aligning with my purpose. So this is your sign. You need to get down those values and you need to start actually living for those values and not for the validation of others, not for society, not for your friends, not to fit in. It's like irking me recently because I realize there's still a lot of things I live for that are just for this dunya, for this world, for society, to fit into society, to feel validated and to feel like I fit in. And it kills me a little bit inside, but the first step is acknowledgement. So yeah, that's just some of the things that I have been pondering on. And I think it ties into that whole cognitive glow up, changing, rewiring your brain, being uncomfortable. I've just been feeling awkwardness, loneliness, discomfort, but now I'm like kind of romanticizing and enjoying the feeling. Yes, it's a bad feeling, but then once the feeling's over, I'm like, oh, yay, I'm unlocking a new level to myself. And it also gives me a lot of hope, I guess. Not hope. What's the word? Kind of like a drive. It gives me a drive that I'm getting closer to my goals. If I've made these changes in this amount of time, if I've switched these habits, if I've gotten myself these opportunities from changing my life, then imagine 5 years from now, 10 years from now, the point that I could be at. So again, it's not just having patience, having trust in God without that component of work and productivity. And making productive choices, because being productive is a choice. So yeah, I'm not really sure if I'm going to continue this episode onto something else, but it was really nice talking to you guys, and I hope you enjoyed journaling on the beach with me. So with that being said, I have to head to dinner now, and have a good day, have a good night. I love you guys. Bye.